Yes, sir. What's going on, good folks? Welcome to another edition of High Sodium Content. So high, so salty. Now, in tonight's episode, well, before I even do all that, let's send out the notifications. Let's send out the notifications. That's a nice thumbnail. I like it. I like it. I really do. Let me clip that. No, not clip it. Okay, we got that. And we're going to send this to the homies, to the homizzles. All right. Now, in tonight's episode, pro-life, pro-choice. Now, to take out the suspense, I'm pro-life. I believe that life begins at conception. I believe that we are all formed in the image of the Lord above, Jesus Christ. We're all made in God's image. And I think there's something sacred about life, and it needs to be protected no matter what stage of development it is. Whether you're senile and old and lost your faculties, and whether you're, as some people like to call it, a clump of cells in the womb, all life should be protected. That's my opinion. You can take it or leave it. Don't really matter. But we're going to look at some individuals, well, maybe one or two, that seem to think otherwise. And we're going to look at actual debates on this topic. I think it's interesting, and I hope you guys do too. So without further ado, let's roll that footage.
Do you think taking tumors out of a human body is also killing?
No, because I don't have a problem understanding the difference between a human being and some other living organism.
Except I do study science because that is my major. The DNA within the baby gets changed and it becomes a different species. That's how
What science are you in? If we would read the Old Testament, we would have the...
Now, you guys need to subscribe to his channel. It's really good. Like, even if you're not a fan of biblical stuff or debates or anything, like just how he interacts with people and his mental fortitude and how he's able to come back with such quick wit, it's worth a watch. I subscribe to his channel. It's awesome. All his videos are awesome. And you see how silly a lot of these arguments are that come from, you know, the people that walk up and talk to him. It's incredible, really.
heart of God, because that's where it is revealed.
like David.
What do you think, man? You just take a picture of it and walk on by? Well, just don't pretend like you engaged, all right? Guy goes home and says, man, I engaged these anti-abortion people. I crushed them today. But I should do that. I should engage some of these people. Not to crush them, but to hopefully enlighten them. Was that another just drive-by? You want to take a picture of mine? Which one do you like? You want me to go through them all?
Maybe it's just StreamYard. StreamYard, get your stuff
So this
together.
one says that it's wrong to assault people. Are you wrong to assault people? Because, you know,
Sorry, this is a FaceTime.
bodily, you're FaceTiming? Sweet. So bodily autonomy, right? one person can't do with their body whatever they want if someone else's body is involved. You agree with that, right?
But which is still against
Well, most.
That's a legitimate argument. Now, a lot of women say it's my body, my choice, but you have another life inside of you. Just because maybe you made some bad choices, had a little bit too much to drink, you know, and maybe you just don't like the dude or whatever. Whatever the circumstance is, it doesn't invalidate that life that's growing inside of you. It just is what it is. And you can do all the mental gymnastics you can, but it boils down to murder, senseless murder. I don't know how many children have been aborted over the years. I don't have that statistic. I can look it up, but I don't know. But I know it's catastrophic. And when you sit there and think about all the potential life that was lost, people who could have, oh yeah, he's great. Cliff is great. I love Cliff. But you think about all the potential life that could have been. These people could have been doctors, could have been lawyers, could have been scientists, people who could have cured cancer, all kinds of diseases. Hell, they could have been people who could have invented time travel, a new mode of fuel. You don't know, and we'll never know because they've been terminated. They've been aborted. They've been murdered. But that's
Most people aren't cool with rape,
interesting.
but if it depends, I've never met someone who thinks rape may be okay. And then babies are obviously not body parts. So the reason a sexual assault is wrong is because it's one body assaulting another body. The reason abortion is wrong is it's one body assaulting someone else's body. So we just advocate for the bodily autonomy and reproductive rights of the preborn.
It's terrible, bro.
Of course.
It's horrible. That's horrible.
You're definitely attached, just like you were once attached in your mother's body. So, yeah, all human beings go through a phase where we are attached, physically located inside of another human being. And then after we're born, we go through a stage of like complete inability without the assistance of either our mother's bodies or the bodies of other born people, because we can't get ourselves food and so on and so forth. But never at any point are we not human. So as an advocate of human rights, whenever I talk to people who don't believe in human rights because they believe that humans should have the right to murder other humans, this sign tries to point that out.
Right.
So that's that one. And then the general, like this one is like, oftentimes like anti-abortion people will use, abortion images where you see the surgical sort of aftermath of like a second trimester abortion or something like that. But this is like your standard age abortion. Like this is the most common. It is very small, underdeveloped, little bitty, gummy bear baby. And this is so, every minute of every day, some innocent human being at this size and stage of development
that
is
breaks
being
my heart, man.
murdered by their
that breaks my
mother
heart.
and father.
At that age, people don't really abort a child unless it's necessary for the one to survive.
At this age?
That's not
8
true.
weeks? No, this is the standard age. So like 90% of abortions happen.
You said second semester.
No, I said usually people use signs showing second trimester. This is first trimester. So after you find out you're with child, you're pregnant, then you elect to no longer be with child and begin to justify that homicidal act. You could order pills or make an appointment. By the time you go have the appointment or take the pills, on average, we're talking 6 to 8 weeks.
Do you think taking tumors out of a human body is also killing?
Wow.
So you said tumors?
Wow. Yo, people Listen, I'm gonna say this here. We live in such a wicked, evil time in human history. She's literally trying to compare a human life to a tumor. To a tumor. That's crazy. This is where we're at in society. And we can't even say that a college degree equals intelligence. It really doesn't. Like these is like some of the kids that's going to school now are some of the dumbest individuals I've ever seen in my entire life. I've never seen such a group, a generation of such stupid people, man. I mean, critical thinking is a lost art. It's a lost jutsu. It's a lost art. It's a lost art. People do not do it. They cannot follow logic to save their lives. A tumor is not a living thing. And I bet she's gonna say she's some kind of science major or biology major. I know it. I know it.
Right.
So you know, yeah, what's that?
It's still life. It's still cells.
Right, it's not a human life. I don't have a problem understanding the difference between a human being and some other living organism or living mass. Like,
But all of these are human and living things.
no, so
Oh,
they're not. So,
Difference, actually. Yeah, what's the difference?
yeah, so
At this point, what's the difference? 'Cause
so this is a human being. So this is a human being at 8 weeks, right? The difference between this human being and a tumor is a tumor, and this is a human at 8 weeks. If you can't tell the difference, it's like someone not being able to tell the difference between a dog and a leaf. So I just assume being on a university
the
campus.
difference between a dog baby and a human baby.
Right, but you could tell the difference between a dog baby and a human baby, right?
Not everyone can.
Well, I know, but you could.
you,
Right, but
gotta
you
be
could- well,
kidding
yeah.
me, bro. You got to be kidding me.
Sure, like if
This. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. If you lose brain cells off of this, my bad. My bad.
you showed some random person,
Like you.
like a, yeah, well, probably me, it would be a little different because I read a bunch of prenatal biology. But like, if you showed a random person,
You don't know much about biology, then why are you promoting this if you don't know like the actual
I just said the opposite of what you just said. I said I've read a bunch of prenatal biology.
You've read it, but you haven't studied it.
What? Yo, do not send your kids to college. Don't send them to college, bro. Do not send your kids to college because they will come out even more stupider. They will come out dumber. I can't. I can't, bro. I can't. I can't. I'm floored right now. I'm floored. I am so floored. This is insane. This is the most insane thing. Oh, this is crazy.
So when you study something, how do you study it?
You study it by taking classes with professors.
Oh, well, yeah, I've taken bio classes. My goodness.
Sure, everyone has. It's a GE, but have you actually taken multiple biology classes?
No, so I was,
Like,
yeah, no.
Development care. Have you done like,
Yeah.
a lot of these things or no?
No. You think that I have to be, so like my track was, went to school to do art, shifted to philosophy, then shifted to history, then shifted to history of science, pursued my master's in that, and then went on to try to get a PhD in the history of science. So obviously, like I am in history of science, history of 19th century, all that kind of stuff. And so that's where I focused. But I'm just saying, as someone who's having I think there's like two kinds of people. People who pursue the truth because they want to know the truth so they can walk in it. And then there are people who just are doing what they're doing, and then they pursue that thing and they attempt to manipulate facts, arguments, because it's all a joke, because they don't really care about reason, science, arguments, logic, any of that. All of that is just something to be in service to manipulating it, to telling themselves that they're intelligent and wise, and that the other people who are actually right are wrong. So they can delude themselves into believing that they're right.
Except it's not a delusion if you actually have the facts and science to back it up.
Yeah, so...
And also the research.
Right, so the facts and the science, I don't think there's any factual problem with anything that I've said, because I'm actually, even when I brought up the fact that this was a 8-week-old human, the person on your phone was like something about a second trimester. It's like, I think you're in the category of, we're not talking about this because we actually care about science and reason. We actually say things like we care about science and reason, but we don't.
Oh, science and reason? A lot of people get abortion because simply the baby is going to kill the mother. Or it ends up
lot of
being
people?
something
That is not true. That is not
compatible
true.
with the mother.
That is not.
There's many
that's not
reasons
true.
why.
Is that the only reason?
That's not true. That's not true. It's just not. It's just not. I guess, you know what? Let's let it rock.
You think abortion should happen?
Abortion can happen for many reasons. An abortion is not necessarily to get rid of a baby. It can be get rid of cancerous
It's
cells. It can be get
not.
rid of a
It's
tumor.
not
Yeah,
to
but
get.
obviously we're not dumb. We can
And people
talk about it.
only think abortion is one thing, and that's why only people talk about that.
Well, we're only talking about the abortion of human
Oh
beings.
boy.
And that's fine if you're.
Obviously, I'm
if
not
it's
out
hurting
here-
Someone. If
Yes.
it's gonna hurt the mother. Not everyone wants an abortion, but sometimes it's something they have to do. And sometimes it happens because maybe
Yeah,
the baby's fully grown.
you
but
just gotta kill
they
people,
have
man.
to get rid of it because it's gonna kill someone.
And that's where, just so I understand, your position is that the only time
CJ
that
is
abortion
a trip,
should
bro.
ever be done, because it is murder in all the other instances,
Goated comment.
is when
Can I save
like
this?
an extreme situation is happening, like the mother's being attacked by the baby or something.
Oh, I
like
can
that.
show
That's your
this
position?
shit. Oh, that's
My
dope.
position is it's the mother's choice.
So
That's
in general,
fire.
for everything.
That's
But so, 'cause
fire,
there's a-
bro.
It's because it's her body, her choice. It's
But
her
see, no, you already said that you believe in science.
hurting itself.
So science is a method of observation, testing, and coming to a conclusion. So you, as someone you said that you were like for science. So we've already talked about with the other sign, the difference of a body and a body that's inside another body. And so you've already said that
Science
that
is
body.
technically almost a body part because it is technically.
No, that's not
It's
science.
not even technically.
No, that's just
it's
a.
connected to the mother's body. It is a part of her, as in it's growing in her. It
That-
is not its own body because it's relying.
Yeah, no,
solely
it's
on-
definitely its own
like a
body.
Parasite. It's like a bacteria.
A
Are those
parasite.
You want to help?
So
Exactly.
you've said a bunch of things. So none of what you're
Oh, we
saying
live
is
in
what
a
any
wicked,
science
wicked ass
No, it is
world.
science.
yo.
says. That's what a college student says science says.
Except I actually
So-
do study science because that is my major.
No.
Okay.
Like you who said, I studied.
What did I say?
Okay, so
What did I say? What did I say? Oh man, look at how dumb she is, bro. Look at how there's nothing up there. There's nothing there. It is just air and what? Britney Spears perfume? No. My wife likes Jessica Simpson. Is Jessica Simpson a perfume? A little Dior? Nothing's up there. There's no substance. No substance. This is an intelligent idiot. Wild, insane work.
you would submit to the scientific definition of a parasite.
It's almost,
Almost. Okay, so it's not a parasite.
but it could be.
but it
Oh,
could be, but
boy.
it's not.
A parasite can be.
Is this one bothering you?
Oh no, I'm having fun. Sorry.
Is this, hey, she's bothering me. Are you okay?
Bothering you?
No,
Oh,
I'm
you're
just,
the one who wanted to talk.
yeah, no, I was just, it's just so funny. That's a common thing. Like someone sees like someone talking and they like want to protect them or something. It's like, no, you're fine. You're engaging. But a parasite,
You know, people get worried about other people.
yeah.
Also, psychology.
It's
What?
also a veiled argument and accusation that like anyone who's advocating for the right of a human being to not be murdered must be a dangerous person and we have to treat them as such. It's an accusation. It's actually a slur.
Oh, right.
Yeah, it's treating me like you're in danger talking to me
But
because I'm like a cis white male. Well, yeah, slurs come with it. Yeah, like I'm a cis white male.
it's it's because of stereotyping. Which is
Stereotyping. Yeah,
psychology.
yeah. Some people
Like
are cool
a
with
favorite
stereotyping.
Comes from a place where it often is. So it's not like
Yeah.
stereotypes come out of nowhere.
You gold teeth, gold chain wearing, fried chicken and biscuit eating monkey.
Yeah,
You stereotype many people, and
Yeah.
half the time it's true, half the time it's not.
yeah. That's all I was saying. She's stereotyping.
She was stereotyping because for a good reason.
Yeah.
She was worried that I wasn't in a safe space.
Yeah, well, you're in a safe space. It's a college campus. You're a very privileged person.
Oh
You're-
yeah, I'm very aware of that.
So back to being a science major and a college student, we know scientifically that they are a human being with a distinct set of genetic material that identifies them as not their mother and as distinct and having their own body. Like they have their own body parts, their own identity. We know that. We have that from scientific observation. We know they are not a parasite because they do not in any way, shape, or form even approach the definition of a parasite, because a parasite has to be of a different species.
Yeah,
Different
she
species
wearing
within
Crocs. They
or
all wear
acting
Crocs.
in a deleterious way towards another species. So you know that at least two of
Mike
And it
Judge.
becomes
Oh,
different
my
species.
bad.
That's
I gotta go back. Mike Judge is a prophet. When he made Idiocracy, he knew that people were going to be stupid like this in the future. 20 years ago, this man came up with this movie that is so spot on down to the clothing. It is uncanny and chilling how accurate this movie predicted the future. Mike Judge is a prophet. Y'all be running around here talking about Muhammad and Joseph Smith. Man, Mike Judge is a prophet. Yes. This is true. This is very true. So Crocs, right? They were just getting started, and he was looking around for like a stupid looking shoe, a stupid shoe that looked stupid. It looked ugly, like nobody would wear this thing, right? And it was the fledgling company Crocs. So he used it in the movie. It's the number one shoe today. It's the number one shoe today. Everybody and their mom wears Crocs. I refuse to own a pair of Crocs. I can't do it. I refuse to do it. You're not going to catch me. You're not going to catch Nyeckro wearing Crocs. I'll never wear no stupid shoe because I know where it comes from. It's the shoe of the idiot. And not all y'all, some of y'all flock to this shoe like it's the best thing on earth. Are we just going to put Jordans aside? Come on now. Oh, what's good, brother? What's good? Got my man Shine here, man. What's good, brother? Love you, man. I think we were feel like we was like right about here.
DNA is replicated correctly, and the baby becomes a parasite.
What science are you in?
Okay.
In science college.
Ah,
What?
yes! I too am a science major studying science at the Science College. Ah, science.
Bro.
Speciation happens.
Bro.
You think
But what I'm saying
speciation
is
events
that
happen
sometimes
in the
the
womb
baby
for
will, like, won't be proper because sometimes there's mutations, there's deletions within DNA. Not DNA is replicated correctly, and the baby becomes a parasite to the human body. Not saying it's completely
So-
a new species, but it's something.
Yeah, so
Oh, she's
so
conflating
scientifically
so many
speaking, that
things.
never happens, has never happened, and never will happen. So just by the definition of those words, you're just kind of saying things and making them up.
Just saying shit.
You're making things up. So a human being never, no, so like
You're bugging.
mutations that happen in sexual reproduction could cause serious problems for the human being. Like they could be experiencing, you know, some of the common things like Down syndrome or
Yeezy
trisomy,
suck,
like
too.
they
I'm
could
not
be,
a Yeezy
you know,
fan.
mutations that cause the human to abort, right? There are all sorts of stuff, but there are no mutations that happen in sexual reproduction that change their species
It's not changing their species.
or
but
make
it's
them a parasite.
making them harmful to someone to grow fully.
Well, what's happening
And
is
it
it's
dies in the
harming
womb.
them.
If it dies in the womb, then it kills the mother. So sometimes an abortion will happen because the baby
Yo, my
doesn't fully
editor is
grow.
like, he's
So if a
stealing the
baby
show right
dies in the
now.
womb,
Mutation can cause the
Then
X.
they have to have their body removed, or there'll be infection.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
Exactly, and that's why people get an abortion as well, because sometimes the baby dies.
Well, that's miscarriage care, and that's no one ever in the history of the world has said that that shouldn't be allowed. Of course, that should be allowed. Dead bodies have to be removed and, you know,
Right.
treated properly.
But some people are against that.
Who?
A lot of people.
A lot of-
advocate for abortion is wrong, right? A
Who?
lot of
If
people.
there are a lot of people, you should be able to name one.
Name one, probably Kirk, probably Trump, probably everyone in like these red
Oh
states.
boy, you know.
Probably
Oh,
one.
jeez.
Neither of those people are.
Yo, the media has fried this generation. They're done. They're so indoctrinated they can't even think for themselves, man. If it's not a CNN headline or MSNBC, it's so bad, and the parents are worse. The parents are horrible. They're terrible. Some of them are just whack jobs in general, man, and they've caused this. They have caused this disease. Because that's what it is. This is the real pandemic. Stupidity. Stupidity is to me should be a crime. It should be a class A felony. No, you should do 10 years for being stupid. For saying stupid things, doing stupid stuff, being stupid. 10 years. So you got time to think about it, study, and maybe we come out, you actually really be a science major. Goofball.
For
Or if you
criminalizing
Chick is a
miscarriage
bird.
care at all. Like I already know that. Who,
a lot of like
besides just being a college student saying lies?
saying lies, right?
Yeah, no, you
I would
just
come up
lied.
with a lie just because I wanted to.
No,
Because
you would.
Because you
That's
saved
what-
your
But you know
ego.
That's what all people are like that. All people are like that. So
Yep.
people lie. The main reason people lie is either because they want to do something wrong or they've done something wrong and they want to hide it. We lie because we are sinners. I know this about you because I know this about me,
Spot on.
and
man.
we are in that predicament of being sinful. And our sin separates us from God.
Right.
And God loves us so much that he made it possible for us to be washed clean of our sin.
Yo,
and
shout
that he
out to
would take
Jesus
the
Christ.
punishment we deserved.
best present to
Shout
us
out to
was
Jesus, man.
freedom of choice.
He done saved.
No,
he
his
saved
best
us
present
all.
to us was
Saved us
forgiveness
all.
of our sins. If
I
we would
love me
repent
some
of our
Jesus.
sins and lay them at the foot of his cross, he would take our sin
it's-
and the
it's
punishment for our
also
sin.
It's also freedom of
Amen.
choice that we decide.
So God doesn't want the rapist to rape or the
Exactly.
pedophile to
It's freedom of choice. People strayed away from the path that he chose for us. We have the freedom to follow it, and some people don't.
right. So his best gift isn't freedom to sin. He actually says,
It's freedom of choice.
so you know the story about the man who was lowered down from the roof to be healed by Jesus, like by his friends, and he heals him because he's lame, and he gets up and he walks, and Jesus says, "Go and sin no more." Have you ever heard that story?
Well, Jesus is forgiving.
Right. So he forgives sin, and then he tells us to go walk in the truth and to no longer be enslaved to that sin. So he sets us free of sin. Now, I'm not saying I'm perfect. I'm not saying no Christian is perfect. But
Facts.
the sins that we commit,
Facts.
he wants to not only forgive us, but he also wants to set us free so that we're not in bondage to them. And so we'll walk in bondage, we'll walk in error, but he's the way, the truth, and the life. No, not
John
only does he
14:6.
reconcile us with God, but he gives us the ability to fight sin here and now so that we can love our neighbors as ourselves. We can fight evils in society. We can right wrongs,
Yeah.
which this is all about that.
Jesus
because
is the light,
people
man.
are
He's the only one.
like guilty of sin, and instead of confessing that sin, which, like, I say abortion's murder because I know a God who forgives murderers. I don't want to say abortion's not murder because I don't want to leave people dead in that sin, still enslaved, still in bondage psychologically. It's heavy, it's weight. Even if they say that it wasn't
Have a
murder,
sip every time they say
it's
psychology.
not going to change it. It's true. They were given a gift from God, a blessing, a child made in the image that Jesus, according to the scriptures, was knitting together fearfully and wonderfully. And they, out of a desire to protect the life they were living, the
formed
life
you in
they
the
wanted
womb.
to, out of self-love, they did this to that blessing of God. This is a heinous act, as wicked of an act as you can.
But it's not always a blessing if it's rape.
Sure, but like the thing about rape and the reality of it, the disastrous, like,
And in that sense,
Insanity.
the baby shouldn't have been there in the first place.
well, no, this is what's crazy. Those of us who believe in the sovereignty of God and the providence of God, the goodness of God, and take his scriptures at face value as his word, the scriptures do say that he knits us together in the womb, that human beings are known by him, like he knows us, right? The hairs on our heads before we have hairs on our head. Those babies conceived in rape are made in the image of God, are made by Jesus, are valuable, blessed, loved. And just because people like you think that rape conceived people shouldn't live, to God, he sees them as valuable. He sees them as equal to the, like, say you're
Amen.
conceived in love and I'm conceived in rape. Culture says, I don't deserve to live. I'm a rape spawn.
It's not that you don't deserve to live, it's the mother's choice whether she wants to have that child or not.
Yeah. So again, some people think choice in general,
Fine.
huh?
Many people are conceived of rape, that's sure. And some of them
Yeah.
have the choice to, they decided they want to keep the child.
Yeah. Yeah.
But taking away that choice is not something that we should do. That's taking away someone's humanity
Yeah.
as well.
No, it's not. So you have to have equality of rights. So the child conceived in rape is a human being, and they should be protected just the same way as a child conceived in love, even if their circumstances are going to be more difficult. But a child who's going to be difficult.
Like, abort the rapist. You know what I'm saying? Not the child. Get rid of the rapist. Not the child. Child had nothing to do with it. The child's innocent. That's wild. That's wild, man.
Like
Yeah,
for a
that's-
mother. So a woman who's already been raped and now she has the child of a rapist and she's facing, do I raise this child or do I put this child up for adoption? She is in a terrible situation. She is facing the situation of either answering evil with evil or answering evil with good. And she can embrace good in the face of evil. But I'm telling you, aborting that baby is not going to unrape her.
No, it's never going to unrape her, but it's
not gonna help her.
to fix herself.
It's not going to fix her. Now she's someone who's been raped and someone who chose to.
Are you ready to go? Sure. There, come with us.
What in the world? Demon? She was having a conversation.
Yo, but that's how it is though, man. Like people don't understand that like demons walk among us. Possession and all that stuff is real, man. Like I've been blessed with a specific type of gift. I can walk into a room and I can feel when people don't like me or people mean to do me harm or anything like that. My mother has it, my grandmother has it. I don't know, it's a weird thing. But I can sense that. And there are really wicked, demonic people walking around, man. And in situations like this, whenever you start seeing people evangelize on the street and talk about Jesus and stuff like that, you'll see people just like they spawn in the video game. You know what I'm saying? Like they just spawn and start acting up, and it's demons, man. It's demons. The demons are real, bro. Demons are terribly real. So I don't know, man. Pro-life, pro-choice. I'm pro-life. I believe life begins at conception. There's no if, and, what, this, that. No. It's just that's it. And people have their opinion about it. It's strong. But that's how I feel about the topic. Not everybody is going to be, following God, the way I do. It's your life. You do what you want to do with, with it. But it is. Oh, I got you, man. I'm gonna wave the flag, bro. I'm gonna wave the flag. All right, just let me cook. Damn it. But yeah, man. People have their opinion. Your life is your life. You do what you want with it. But at the end of the road, when you're you take your last breath, regardless of what you may think or how you may think, you're gonna have to answer for the things that you've done in your life. And it's like you can go to an awesome place where there's no pain, there's no torment, no tears, no disease. Or you can go to a place of unspeakable horror. Now, you could just say like, I don't believe in fairy tales, or you can call it what you will, but Christ's crucifixion is probably the most written about event in history. It's a historical fact. Now, whether you don't think that he rose from the dead or not, that's up to you. But over 500 people witnessed that event. I don't think that many people have to lie about something like that. And then the apostles and the people who followed him died horrific ways protecting that truth, for speaking that truth. Again, critical thinking. There has to be something there. But, people, we're so stuck in our egos, in our own ways, and we're selfish and stubborn. But you don't have to be. If you open yourself up a little bit and read these things. Listen, there's historians, Josephus, Pliny the Younger, a bunch of others that wrote about all these events. Well, wrote about Jesus. It's there. There's been no other person that has been able to do the things that he did. There's nobody has done it. David Blaine can't do the stuff that he did. It can't be replicated. It can't be duplicated. So listen, you could follow your own way, and I wish you the best. Seriously, I wish you the best. You can take that chance and say that I'm a good person. I've lived a good life. But if you're one of those people who support abortion and stuff like that, you're gonna have to answer to a moral judge. And God help you on that day when you ain't got the answer this way. But with that being said, wait, hold on, man. Let me do something real quick. Big as hell, man. All right. I love this thing. So my homie, best friend, CJ, made this flag for me. And it's so cool, man. I love it. I love it. I'm just trying to figure out a way to maybe I gotta put it behind me or something like that. But shout out to CJ, man. Always shout out to CJ, man. Always. That's my homie. Love that guy. All 6'5" of greatness. Love that dude, man. He does great work for the channel. Everything, man. Shout out to CJ, bro. But yeah. Let me know what you guys think. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, do all that cool stuff so that we can actually build up the channel. And then maybe I have some studio stuff and nice spotlights and stuff and stuff like that. Stuff like that. And also, don't forget to check out sodiumsyndicate.com. We got the merch. We got hoodies, t-shirts, all kinds of stuff, man. Just check it out. Especially summer's coming up. Support that Sodium Syndicate, man. And as always, stay salty. Peace. Oh, hell yeah. Producer for hire. Listen, I ain't got no money, man. If you want to do it pro bono, we could talk. A little family discount. But with that being said, man, peace out.